All right, so starting my videos a little bit late today, but did read a chapter from How to Win Friends and Influence People. And today's chapter was more or less being sympathetic to people's ideas. And that's good for a lot of reasons. One, it helps you connect. But two, also it leaves the room open for, if you're wrong, it's easy to shift. Because if you're not in an argumentative state with someone, then once you decide that you know what, their idea, you're not only sympathetic to, but they may actually be right, it makes it very easy to make that transition. So yeah, fired up. Again, amazing book. I read it every year. So next up is the Atomic Habits book. I'm about to read that chapter now, and I will let you know. All right, so Atomic Habits today is talking about context of your habits and environment of your habits, and how big the entire context of a situation can be a cue for a habit. They talked about, for instance, drinking. People tend to drink more when they're in a certain context. So if they're out with friends at a bar, they see the tap, they hear the music, they see their friends ordering drinks, those cues tend to lead them to drink more than they typically drink if they're by themselves or just having a casual drink. And then also just your environment in general, using your environment to make your habits easy. So placing for instance, your fruits in a bowl on the kitchen table instead of in the crisper in the fridge, the fact that you see it and it's more accessible means you're more likely to grab it. For me, I find that true that in the evenings, if I take the time to prep and set aside my workout clothes in the morning so that I don't have to think about where my workout clothes are, I just get up, come into my closet and put on my workout clothes. By the time I'm awake, I'm already dressed to work out. And I've found that if I forget to lay out my clothes for the next day, it makes it easy to not do my workout. So that environmental change of setting up my environment for success for the habits that I want to develop. So this chapter is really cool. It's had me look at some of the other environmental factors that I have. And it also challenges you to, if you're creating a new habit, try to do it in a new environment. That way you're not competing against other cues for other habits. The concept of one room has one purpose. Your bedroom is for sleeping, your kitchen is for cooking, your dining room is for eating, the living room is for connecting with family or watching TV together, instead of, the living room is where you're working on your laptop, and the bed is where you're watching TV, and you're scrolling social media when you're in the kitchen. Compartmentalizing your rooms or your environments to certain habits makes it easier to control those habits and develop new habits in different environments. So very, very powerful information. So today I also got to the gym, got my gym on. I didn't record in there today because I was listening to some positive audio while I was doing that. Knocked out my reading and scripture and prayer time with family. So ended up having a handful of conversations in regard to business today. I ended up with 2 numbers today and a meeting this afternoon. So fired up, moving on. And tomorrow I've got 3 phone calls to make, and tomorrow's a run day. So I'll be up early to go for that run. So I will see you in the morning. Boom.